Welcome to the first episode of Cooking at Deer Camp. We're going to fry up some breakfast. Breakfast I really like when I go to deer camp, and I try to make it as many times as I can when I'm at deer camp, and even I make it at home, so you don't have to be at deer camp when you make this. For this breakfast we're going to have one of my personal favorites, corned beef hash, scrambled eggs, and cheese, and a little hot sauce to spicing things up, but that'll be later. Got my old trusty camp stove, got the old deer rifle and skinning set, and can't forget the cooler. Anyway, we're gonna get this ball rolling and get to cooking. Yeah. For real? Okay. Now we're gonna open the can. Hopefully, my cameraman's not putting it in my face. Hopefully, you've remembered to bring your can opener. I remembered to bring it. Now, what would you do if you don't have your can opener? Depends on how much you like your knife. But we got a can opener, so we're going to use it. Down here. It's the first time for all of us. And once we get this opened up, we're going to light the stove. Hopefully remember to bring your lighter. I like my purple one. Get the propane all hooked up, make sure everything's turned on. So, now we're going to light the stove. Maybe. Yep, there it goes. We're going to find a low heat to start with, the lowest we can have with it on. Right there. Don't ever do that, what I just did, put your hand over the fire. And we're going to take our can of hash, which some say is dog food, and put it in the pan. Get all that goodness out of there. Now I like to start out on a low heat and then work my way up, because it kind of gets the fat that's in the meat, it doesn't start searing it right away. So we're going to let this heat up on low heat and then gradually work it up. I'm going to crank the heat up just a little bit. Look, the flame. Make sure we're not getting too hot. This propane stove gets very hot and it'll burn quick. We've got a good bit of grease in the bottom of the pan. It's cooking like it should. We're going to go ahead and get the eggs ready. If you do this the right way, it'll feed 4 people easy. So, but for today, it's just 2 of us, so we're going to use 2 eggs instead of 6. Got a little mixing bowl here to scramble them up in. I got a little plate off the side I put on my trash on. Now we're going to use the same fork that we scrape the stuff out of the can with, because this is deer camp. I mean, you know, you do it. We're going to scramble up the eggs. Scramble up the eggs real good while that over there is getting cooking. We'll get a nice crust layer on that, and we're going to flip her on over. You know, we're going to add a 3rd egg. Alright, probably could go 4, but we're just going to do 3. I'm going to come over here and check this. Starting to crisp up nice on the other side. Kind of fold it over in the pan. Got a good heat, don't need to get no hotter. A lot more grease than I would like, but hey, deer camp. To get everything off the plate we're working on, we'll utilize this can since it's trash. And do me a favor, if you're out in the woods camping, don't leave your crap in the woods. Take it home with you, trash can, please. Thank you. Alright, the hash is almost done cooking. It's got a nice, getting a nice crisp layer to it. I like that nice dark color. Just kind of fold it over in the pan. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heat down just a little bit without turning it off. And we're going to add the eggs. Son said he was real hungry, so we added another egg. So we got 4 eggs in this. And what we're going to do is kind of pour it in on top of it. Set that to the side. And we're just going to mix it all in. Probably kill the heat at this point. There's probably enough residual heat to cook the eggs. And the eggs kind of do two things, kind of help get the stuff that's stuck in the pan and pick it up. I wouldn't call it a deglazer, but like that. Kind of mix these eggs in good, get them all good and cooked up. There's enough heat we can kill it. Got the heat off. So this will make enough. If you added 6 eggs to this, it'd be enough for 4 people, depending on how hungry you are. We just got 2 eggs in this, and 4 eggs, I'm sorry, 4 eggs. I can't count this morning. I'm hungry. Alright. So the eggs get done. I know probably some of y'all are looking at this going, ew! Well, it's not. Take the cheese. Put a couple handfuls on the top. Tell you something else good in this is sauteed onions. But we're at deer camp, so we're not at a gourmet restaurant. But if you do happen to take onions with you to deer camp, saute them up in this real good. I'm gonna mix all this in. The cheese is melted. Like I said, we killed the heat. There's enough heat in this pan to melt the cheese. Yep, that's about right. Ain't none of this good for you at all, but it'll get you through deer camp. And if you're a heart doctor, you should have stopped watching this a long time ago. Alright, just like every deer camp I've been to, it's starting to rain, so we need to get this down and get in where it's dry. But I'm going to load up the goodness on my plate and eat it, and we're going to go from there. Like this should feed about 4 people. Give me a good old spatula full. I like mine with hot sauce. Shake it up real good. Little dab will do you. That's good. Mix it in and real good. Thank you for joining me at Cooking at Deer Camp. Hope we can do this again sometime and share some of my favorite recipes with you and enjoy some fine eats. I can't say what I want to say, but we'll just enjoy some fine eats. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and see you later.